And they're off and racing for the Carter-Jonas sponsored restricted race, heading to their first of 18 fences. And the two in the yellow colours are the early leaders, Mr. Pepperpot on the inside of the Sweetener. And we'll take that first fence well, and on to the second. The Sweetener's quite keen on the outside. Aphaea jumped it in third. That one's being tracked by McMurphy, and the two market leaders are held up at the rear of the field in this early stage. Over on the inside, Eden Collonge, and then the nose-banded The Unmentionable as they jump the third and quickly come on to another plan one, number 4. Quite tightly packed. The Sweetener just led over that one from Mr. Pepperpot. And then McMurphy racing in third, and then behind that Aphaea, and then Eden Collonge, and the favourite The Unmentionable, ridden patiently by Dale Peters. Over the plain one that precedes the open ditch, and all jumping well so far. The Sweetener still not fully settled yet under Alex Fielding. Leads them over the ditch, all jumped it well. And the Sweetener's going to lead them around the hurdles onto the next one, leading the way by just over a length. Mr. Pepperpot on the inside, and then McMurphy and Aphaea jumped it in a share of third, and then the two at the back on the inside, Eden Collonge and The Unmentionable as they go to the next. Once again, all safely over, so they've got this long gallop now along the back straight here at Duncombe Park before they take to the air again, and the Sweetener's opened up a lead now of 4 or 5 lengths under Alex Fielding as they make their way down the back straight. Seasonal debut for the Sweetener, and still not fully settled. Alex Fielding would just like him to switch off a little, but he's not doing his rider any favours at the moment, and leads by a couple of lengths from Mr. Pepperpot. And McMurphy of Aphaea sits comfortably in midfield under Will Easterby. And then the back pair, as they have been throughout, Eden Collonge and The Unmentionable. So swinging right-handed again, and taking these two plain fences in front of the stately home. And then the Sweetener racing with enthusiasm. Just got into the bottom of the 9th, and continues to show the way. Number 10 comes up pretty quickly. Jumped that one much better, the leader. The Unmentionable wasn't particularly fluent, back in 6th, so heading up the finishing straight for a second time. And they're just getting a little strung out now as the Sweetener leads on to the next one from Mr. Pepperpot and McMurphy. Dumps it well, the leader. The others streaming over, so just a circuit left to run. And the Sweetener's gone on by 5 lengths now from Mr. Pepperpot. Then McMurphy on the inside of Aphaea, Eden Collonge, and the favourite, The Unmentionable, racing a good 10 lengths off the leader as they head on to the open ditch for the final time in this Carter-Jonas sponsored restricted race. All jump the ditch well. And Dale Peters still sitting well off the pace, hasn't asked The Unmentionable any questions yet as they go on to the first of those two plain fences. And they're beginning to pack up again. The Sweetener's lead has been reduced by Mr. Pepperpot, who's now pressing the leader just a length and a half away on the inside. Aphaea still travels well in third and has jumped well for her first start over fences. So down the back straight they go, and now the field have really concertinaed up. The Unmentionable and Eden Collonge have closed right up now. McMurphy's the first one to really come off the bridle, just dropped to the back. Also off the bridle now is Mr. Pepperpot, and that one's just struggling for a bit of toe. As up front, Aphaea has gone on with the Unmentionable, and then comes McMurphy, who's rallying into third. Mr. Pepperpot, the long-time leader, the Sweetener, is dropping back, and Eden Collonge has got half a dozen lengths to find on the leaders. But Aphaea, this 4-year-old filly, is getting a lot of weight, and she's never run over the fences before. Her victory on the flat was over a mile, but she's performing really well on her pointing debut here, and leads by just a neck from the Unmentionable as they come into the wings of the second last. Aphaea on the inside, the Unmentionable on the outside, then McMurphy's 4 lengths away. Mr. Pepperpot, Eden Collonge not making any impression as they come to the final fence. Aphaea jumped it well. Will Easterby's looking for a hat-trick on the day, and he's got the vital inside as they swing for home. Aphaea leads from the Unmentionable now, under pressure in second, and Aphaea's forging ahead. Mr. Pepperpot staying on in third. Aphaea with a lead of about a length and a half as they come up the run in Aphaea. The 4-year-old filly's going to make a winning debut in a restricted. A really good performance and a hat-trick on the day for Will Easterby. The man's on fire. Aphaea beat the Unmentionable, Mr. Pepperpot, Eden Collonge, and the other two coming home in their own time.
Anybody got that?